Hello, everybody. I pray that everyone is well and blessed. It's super sunny out here, so I'm going to be squinting, but I apologize. I wanted to record a video today because I wanted to talk about the law of attraction and the law of assumption and how those two principles have showed up in my life. And I'm super excited to be recording this video today because I am recording from my own home, my own land, and I'm going to use that story of how I got here to explain the law of attraction and law of assumption. So basically, in my research, my spiritual journey, what I learned about the law of attraction is that basically like attracts like, and so the things that we think about and the things that we put energy towards, we will see reflected in our life. And so when I first started on the spiritual journey, I learned about law of attraction, and I was learning about like manifestation. I was watching a video, and they were, I can't remember what her name is, but she was just talking about, like, okay, think of something in your mind that you want to see as a sign that, like manifestation and law of attraction is real. And so she gave this example of like butterflies or like yellow butterflies to be specific. And after watching that video, all of a sudden I started seeing yellow butterflies. And I was like, oh my gosh, wait, what? And so I tried it myself with various different things, like asking God, universe to show me this, show me that, if this, or, whatever. And just over the years, I've just found, okay, law of attraction is real. And maybe it took a year, 2 years to get that into my mind. Okay, so what I learned was that I needed to be very cautious of my thoughts because thoughts turn into actions. And I didn't want to bring anything to me that I didn't want in a negative way. So that's why I said it took a year or 2 years to get that concept in my mind. Because first it's knowing that it's real, and then you have to apply that. And how I had to apply it was changing my negative thoughts, because I didn't want them to come true. And so once I got to that stage of being more in control of my thoughts, or not, I don't think that you could control your thoughts, but it's more of being aware of them, so that when thoughts came into my mind and I became aware of them, then I would immediately, change them. And so once I got clear on that, I learned about the law of assumption. And the law of assumption, of course, I'm drawing a complete blank of like what it really means, but to me, how I learned it was that, like, assume that it's already done, because once you give it to the universe, to God, source, creator, whichever term you use, then it's done. It's just a matter of time before that thing um, comes into our awareness, because once you put it out, it's kind of like satellite, right? GPS. Like, if you are using the GPS, it's a satellite, and so you put an address in Google Maps, and it has to send the signal up to the sky, to the satellites in the sky, and then that information bounces back down. And I think that that's the same with law of assumption, that you have to assume and believe that it's already done. And because you know about law of attraction, the things that you think about will become so, then you know that it's going to be done. And that took, I wouldn't say as long, it took as long for that principle for me to really apply that principle in my life, because I had already done work with the law of assumption, and it was so clear that law of assumption is real, that it didn't take long for me to take on the theory of the law of assumption. And so I say all of that to say, here's the story. 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago, when I met my husband, we were sitting on our couch in the living room. Not in the living room, I'm sorry. I'd like to sit out in my garage. We made a living room in the garage. So we would sit out and we would just talk about like life and what we wanted to do. And we talked about like owning our own land. We talked about retiring abroad. We talked about growing our own food, because I have um, medical accommodations. I'm not claiming medical conditions. I have medical accommodations that I need in my life, and I found that diet changes really help me. And so we were just sitting, around talking about all these things that we wanted to happen. And as we started to talk about them, things would start popping up: YouTube videos, TikToks, all these things. And I was like, oh my gosh, is somebody spying on us? Is Google spying? It's like, no, okay, whatever, it's the universe. Okay, cool. So then we started this process of, we sold all of our things. We put the things that we wanted to keep in storage, and we just started living life. We started traveling, going to Costa Rica, Puerto Rico. We've been to so many different places, trying to, figure out, we had to put action behind those thoughts. And here we are. Well, we actually closed on our home in November of last year, and we have land. We have 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, 1.9 acres of land. And we closed in 3 weeks. It was crazy. And with the VA loan, which if any of you guys have done a VA loan, you know that things can, come up. And some things did come up, but we're still here, and it came with ease and it came with grace. And it's just such a blessing. It is a true blessing. I literally have. I was trying to shoot my video in my one of the room. We have a bunch of the rooms that are empty right now, but one of the rooms we turned into a green room because it's so cold outside. We can't plant certain seeds and stuff outside, so we have a room, and we have planted so many seeds, and they're all sprouting. And so I wanted to do a video in that room to show those, and I will. But even though it is like the dead of winter, it's what is today, January 16th is the dead of winter, that there's so much growth happening that it seems like it's like the spring. And I just wanted to share a message about that, about just like, number one, with the law of attraction, be careful about the things that you think about, because if you put energy towards them or you think about them, they will come true. So if you're thinking something is negative, so if we talk about relationships, if you think about if you are in a relationship or you're with some interested in someone and you think, oh, they'll never be interested in me, or this person is going to treat me bad, if you think about those things will happen. So if if you don't want those things to happen, or you have to think about positive things. Think about, of course, this person is interested in me because I'm a good person. I'm someone that would be good with them, for them. And think about, this person is going to treat me well. They're going to treat me with respect and dignity because that's what you want. So only focus on, put energy towards the thoughts and things that are positive and that you want in your life, because that is what will be attracted to you. And then go even further to know that if you think about those positive things and if you put positive energy towards those things, it literally it's just a matter of time before it happens. It's just a matter of time. I have journals where, when I first had my spiritual awakening, I had no idea what was happening to me. And so I would just write down things. And so I wrote down so many things that were just thoughts in my mind, and they have truly happened. I cannot even think, like, to sit here, it would take me a while to think about the things that I've manifested. And even when I say manifested, I use those terms as associations, but for me, I believe it's more about being in alignment with what God, the universe, the source has for me. And once I do the healing, or once I do the work that is required, that I will align myself and I will be in the right space to receive the things that I'm hoping for, manifesting, that I write down in my journals. And so um, I I would turn this thing around, but I'm not really good with the um, camera thing to show you. This thing is so beautiful. I'm out in the country in North Florida, and it is absolutely, oh my gosh, I can't even describe this feeling. It just feels so amazing. And we have a bird feeder in the back, and the birds come and visit, and we have some beautiful flowers, and it's just beautiful. Life is beautiful. Even though I can say that things are in my life are beautiful, I do completely understand and know that there's so much going on in this world. In my heart, like, I pray for the universe in my prayers daily. And so, like, I don't want to I don't know. I guess what do you say? I would be remiss if I didn't mention that I'm completely aware that that there's fires in California, there's earthquakes and tsunamis and wars, and I do understand all of that is going on. However, in this moment, I am going to be grateful and thankful for the abundance and the positivity and growth that's happening in my life. And I hope this video helps you. I'm so happy to hopefully be getting back in the grind of recording, and I look forward to talking to you guys in the next video. Be blessed. Take care.